And if you don't go out in cold weather deliberately, even in the summertime in the northern regions, you can be hit with Mother Nature saying, "I'm sorry, I'm the boss. It's going to be freezing cold tonight." These things will really be helpful. Each one of them steps up the warmth till you get back to the point where you're not shivering. Pretend it's 3 a.m. and you wake up FYB, freezing your butt. And what are you going to do? Don't leave your sleeping bag, because even though you might be shivering in there, it's warmer, I promise, than the surrounding environment. First thing is, get some calories in you. That tells your body, okay, now you can burn reserves. If you have trail mix or hard candy, anything that will give you a little burst of energy while you sit and think of what you should do next. The next thing is, take all your available clean, dry clothes and put them inside your sleeping bag. If it's really cold and you're already shivering, those cold clothes will be very cold. But that doesn't matter, because once they're in your sleeping bag, they'll gradually warm up and they'll add to the thickness of your sleeping bag. The next step, if you have a hat, put it on. You must have some rain gear, something weatherproof, windproof, waterproof. And what I'm going to do is take the rain gear, put the pants, I'll put my feet right inside the pants, so the end of the sleeping bag is covered by that rain gear. That gives you a lot more insulation. We'll leave the legs below. Here we go. It's actually quite easy to do this because feet sort of help you push it in. Here we go. Come on. It's not that tight, so you're not losing a lot of insulation. Now what I do with the top, if it's not so cold that I think maybe I'll put it on and stay in my sleeping bag that way. If I just throw it on like this, whenever I roll over, it ends up falling off. So I take the arms and I tuck them into the pants on either side of my feet, outside of the sleeping bag. And I take the hood and I do the same thing. Once these clothes warm up, that you feel they warm up, take the softest, coziest ones and put them on. Put on your sweater, your sweatshirt, your hoodie, your extra sleeper pants, extra socks. One of the things you don't want to do, especially when you're a guy my age, you might have to get up several times a night to use the bathroom. You don't want to leave your sleeping bag for that, and there's a way to do it. Of course people do this, they don't talk about it, but it's got to happen. This is the pecan. You can also use a Ziploc bag. Make sure the lid goes on and off tight so that it doesn't spill. You roll over, take the lid off. I like to keep a napkin or something there in case of spills. You'll need to turn the light on and you'll need to pay attention, and the opening to this will be wide enough to accommodate you. You get that going. There's another tip. There might be some liquid in here. It comes out of your body at 98.6 degrees. Well, a comfortable temperature in your house is 70 degrees. You got 20 degrees more of warmth, and that warmth is here. And when you make sure the lid is on tight, not leaking, you can test it by turning it upside. You put it down there, and it throws off a lot of heat, which gets caught in the envelope of warmth formed by your sleeping bag. You can use it a couple times with a Prego can like this, and then you dump it out outside, far away from your tent door. But that urine is marking your territory as a human being, as a predator in areas where bears are hunted. If you're in bear country, that's one of the things you always want to do, is use your urine to mark your territory, just like a dog does when he's taking a walk. It's advertising, saying, this is my territory. Who else is going to come in here? You're going to be confronted by me. And that'll keep a lot of the bears away. I don't have a bear problem, and I've been doing that type of thing for many, many years. Another thing you could do, if you have a mummy type sleeping bag, which this is, is learn before you go out camping, before it's dark, exactly how good a design the Mummy is and how to use it. Here's how I use it. You got this Velcro thing, which is, Velcro is not the greatest if you're trying to photograph wildlife, because you hear it's early in the morning, crows are hassling the owls, you want to get out there and you give them the signal that the man is around. Zip this up all the way. When it's really cold, you can feel where the air is getting in. It has these baffles, which are really cool. Top and bottom. Let's see. Where's that thing? Right there. And you'll probably be doing this in the dark. That's why I say practice at home before you're freezing. These two baffles come together like that. And you can just sink down in this thing. And then you can put the top on and cinch it up, and the colder it gets, the more happy you are that this thing gets tighter and tighter and tighter, and you can get it so that you're in here in your little den just like a cozy fox. Look at that. And so I've got the baffles, got my little string. I like to kick it out. Hey pal, you're taking up too much room. And I'm zipped up all the way, and it is cozy. Also, when you're freezing, it's alright, you're not going to suffocate. Your body will tell you when you need more air. Just go underneath and breathe into the sleeping bag for a while. It's amazing how much heat you're capturing that's coming out of your body, coming out of your lungs, and being exhaled. That's why you see the steam when it's super cold. I always sleep with my glasses in the same place, so that if there's an emergency at night, they're up here on this rack. There's a light up here ready to go, so that if I have an emergency for whatever reason, I just turn on that light. Also, keep my knife handy. It's always right up there if I'd ever need that, which I don't expect I will, but I know where it is. That's what I like to do, is keep everything where I know where it is, so if I wake up from a deep sleep and there's some kind of trouble, I'm ready to go with the knife and the light and my glasses. The other thing is, really cold weather, putting on your glasses, don't exhale while you're bringing them into your eyes, or the cold glasses will steam right up and then you won't be able to see. But if you hold your breath while you put them on, that frigid problem is solved. If you have a glasses case, you could put them in the case and then just shove them down your sleeping bag and sleep with them. That'll work. The other things I sleep with on a regular basis, my electronics inside the sleeping bag so that they don't get too cold and it kills the battery. Also my baby wipes. Those are ice cold unless you keep them in the sleeping bag. A bottle of water if it gets really cold, because the water will freeze and then you don't have anything to drink. And I think that's it. You could probably think of other things you might want to keep in the sleeping bag. I'm 200 pounds, almost 6 feet, and this is a comfortable sleeping bag for me, even with all the extra clothes in here, the electronics, the wipes, and everything. There's a lot of room in here. I really love this sleeping bag, and I love my Thermarest. I'm going to do a review of the Thermarest, so here's a link on that. Also, I really enjoy doing these videos for you, and we have this in common, that we love to camp and go out in the woods and love nature and the wilderness. I'd like you to subscribe, and I'd also like you to share my videos so that I'd have a larger audience and we'd have more fun in the comments section, and I would reach more people with these good tips. Thanks.